Good morning, friends. It's time to do morning message. We're going to start with putting our finger on G, and then we'll go ahead and read. So let's read it. Good morning. Today is Wonderful Wednesday? Wonderful Wednesday doesn't make sense. What do I need to put there to make it say? I bet it's supposed to say Wonderful Wednesday. So what do I need to put here and here to make it say Wonderful Wednesday? You're right. I need to put a W. Good morning. Today is Wonderful Wednesday. Good morning. Today is Wonderful Wednesday. So we should have put W's there. Let's go ahead. We talked about uppercase letters yesterday. So let's today talk about some reading clues. I know that when I see a big word, I can break that big word apart into words that I know. So I'm going to look at the word today, and I'm going to break that word apart, and I'm going to put that T there to make two, and then I have the word day. Today. Okay, let's talk about another reading clue. Where's another reading clue that you see? I see an O-R. I know that when I'm reading those big words, I can look for some words that might help me. And on morning, I see or, orn, ing. I hear an ing. What three letters say ing? You're right. I-N-G says ing. Good morning. Today is Wonderful Wednesday. What's another reading clue that we see? You're right. A lot of times when I see double O's, I know they say ooh. So we got good morning. Today is Wonderful Wednesday. We're going to move on from our sentence, and we're going to go down here and look for beginning blends that we hear with our ears. So this is crust, ski, and this is a dress. Let's look at crust. Say crust. Say crust. Do you think crust starts with an SK, CR, or a DR? It starts with a CR. You are correct. If I look at the word ski, say ski. Go ahead and mark which one you think ski starts with. You're right. It starts with an S and a K. Now let's look at the word dress. What does dress start with? Say dress. And go ahead and mark which one you think. It's right here. You're right. Dress. I'm going to read you the sentence, and I want you to tell me how many words are in the sentence. And then you're going to write that word number right there, okay? Do you think he will catch a fish? I'll read it one more time. Do you think he will catch a fish? How many words were in that sentence? Write that number right here. If you wrote an 8, you are correct. Do you think he will catch a fish? I'm going to go ahead, and it wants us to read it in a sleepy voice and a surprise voice. You guys can do that. on your own. So go ahead and do that. First read it in a sleepy voice and then read it in a surprised voice. Good job reading this sentence. I want us to look at the sentence before we go on because it has a lot of digraphs, and you know that Miss Hayes loves digraphs and finding digraphs in words. So let's just look at this first one. We have a TH digraph in the word think. When I and K are together, that's the ink family. I and K together says ink, but now we have the th in front of it because we have a digraph. The digraph TH says th. You guys make the digraph sound TH. Good job. Now, do you think he will catch? Oh, I see a digraph in the word catch. You're right. I see that CH sound. And what does CH say when it's together? It says ch, ch, ch. Good job. And then we found another digraph, and we found the digraph SH. And what does SH say? Shh. You're right. It says shh. So let's read that sentence. Do you think he will catch a fish? That's the digraph SH. Good job helping me find those digraphs. Let's go ahead and I'm going to fold the paper actually so you can see it a little bit better. But we have some of these number bonds, and we know we like to think of them as houses. So on this problem here, I'll do it with you, and then I'm going to let you guys actually do these two problems on your own. But this is the house of 9. Yeah. So we know it's the house of 9, and we know in the house of 9 we're going to have a number 3 and a number 6. So I know when I put 3 and 6 together, they're going to make 9 because everything in this house has to make 9. So I'm going to put a 3 here and a 6 here. And I know 3 plus 6 equals 9 because I can look up here and know it's the house of 9. So I know that anything I combine together is going to have to equal 9. So if I did 3 plus 6 equals 9, now I could do, if you said 6 plus 3, you're right. So now I could do 6 plus 3 equals 9. Look at this one here. This is the house of 7. So we know that whatever two numbers we put together, we want them to equal 7. So we have a 5 and a 2. So we know that when we put 5 and 2 together, it's going to equal, you're right, 7. Go ahead and fill out these two lines, and then I'll do them to make sure, with you to make sure we're right. Let's go ahead and fill out the problem. So we know that 5 plus 2 would make 7 because it's the house of 7. We know that also we could do 2 plus 5 equals 7. So when we put 2 and 5 together, we know it makes 7, and when we put 5 and 2 together, it makes 7. Now we have the house of 8. Go ahead and fill out that problem. So we know that in the house of 8, we have 7 plus 1 makes 8. We know that we can also do 1 plus 7 makes 8. So we know when we put 1 and 7 together, it makes 8. And if we just flip it around and make 7 plus 1, it also equals 8. Good job with the morning message today. Go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. I'm sure you did a great job, and I cannot wait to see pictures of it. Bye-bye, friends.